Yeah.
It's not visible there.
You can see there also, sir. Big screen.
I should say that. Right? So, yeah, well, as I told you, 12 years of experience. So, I'm going with the important things, otherwise
Fine,
time does-
fine, sir.
Okay? So, the reality of our schools, particularly as I told you, I'm working in government school. That too, in our Telangana, some particular places, some particularly go into the deep, some remote places are there. So they are not aware of anything. They don't know the reality is the children, for the namesake on their own enrollment only, there will be 300 plus in our school for the registration. But in the reality, only 50 to 70 people come to school every day. So the remaining will be all the time absent. There are so many factors. Of course, the background of children is very, very difficult, particularly. So, particularly where I am working, the place, okay, there most of the parents are not the most. I can say 100% they are not educated. So they are not literate. So and they are mostly drunkard parents are there, and with that drinking habit, most of them in our school, mostly 70% among 300 nearly 70 children are semi-orphans. So that is the scenario. They don't know any language. They don't come to school. Even they coming to high school level, they don't know ABCs. Some students. So that is the actual situation. So how they have? So actually. I have understood the context because I also grew in that kind of weather when I was studying. So I didn't have much. So when I came into teaching field, so I had the thought of doing something to our children. So that's why I just did many things. So as I told you, the background is the parents backed in the agriculture economy and limited literacy, and we don't have any particular resources, like we don't have digital labs, or we don't have any particular environment, even the equipment also they know, we do not have that kind of resources. So even though, so all the things happened, yeah. So then I started taking classes, particularly. Before that, I motivated the parents. I just personally met the parents, and one time, of course, it was so difficult for me, not me, that happened with all the staff. We all entered the village day by day. We started convincing. First, we asked them to send the children to the school regularly without missing any classes, some morning to evening. So actually, they mainly depend on wages. So most of the parents feel that if they take the students to that kind of work, they gain some money. So that's why they don't much concentrate on sending the children to the schools. But we tried hard in our area. We tried hard. So to make the parents to send the children to our schools daily. So that happened. That took place. We realized up to after 4 to 5 months after. Okay. Then after that, I started teaching classes, particularly spoken English class. So in the school itself, I started, apart from these syllabus, I put the syllabus aside. I started teaching only spoken English. The spoken, that too, not directly speaking classes. First, I made them learn small things, little sentence phrases, and some regular sentences. I started the classes. So, and frequently I motivate the children. So that how that went on for many days. And mostly I concentrated on during that spoken English classes, 1 minute talk and 2 minute conversations. So only 1 minute. So if they have to tell something larger things, so they cannot participate. So that's why I just limited. Even they wanted to continue more than that time. So I strictly asked them, no, it's enough. So, and I try to encourage all the children by giving the gifts and some other things. So that's how 2-minute conversation back to regular kind of things. That what happened in the class, what happened at home, and how you met the children, how you met your parents, and what did you talk with the people. So like that, I took down some realistic situations. Then after that, after some days, so I started English days. I started conducting English days. So in the beginning, so for 1 week, in a week, 1 day should be speaking only complete speaking in English. Okay, but later on, after few days, few months of time, so each class is assigned with one particular day. 6th class children should speak only in English from the time they come into school and they leave until they leave. So they have to speak in English only 6th class on Mondays, and the 7th class Tuesdays. Then next 8th class on Wednesday. Like that every day for at least one class speaking day. They have to speak. And those who continue to speak, so they will be encouraged a lot, and they will be given some prizes onto the stage. They're asked to come onto the stage, and they are given prizes by our headmaster and all. So that's how that went on. Next. And also, as we do in the schools, role plays and skits. The skits and role plays have to be very brief kind of skits. Only 1 minute or 2 minutes that they should consist of. Some taking some realistic situations, and even role plays also. Just few things, only few things. And also, I made them to make speeches onto the stage also. That too, 1 minute speeches. So whatever the topic, whatever the day that national days or whatever the celebration that take place in our school, so they have to speak only 1 minute on it. Just in the beginning, they should come onto the stage and introduce today is the day. So I wish you everybody a happy Independence Day like that. Okay, later on, I continued like that. So that happened, it's not about few days thing that happened years together. So I concentrated more than 3 years in the same way continuously, and storytelling also helped a lot, and picture descriptions too, and small things, small kind of descriptions. In the beginning, what do you see in the picture? Only the things, no sentences. Yeah, what do you see? Yeah, I see ball, I see that, I see this, like this. After that, where are they? So that kind of small situations, small sentences. And what do they have? So it has that, it has this, like that. So one day only I take only one particular topic, and that will be continued for one week too, even until they get perfection in that particular concept. So that storytelling and picture descriptions also, they played very in learning their language particularly. So that's how that happened, and even that we can learn. Actually, I have named that program as we can learn. So that implemented, and even our district collector visited our school, knowing that some source. He personally visited our school for 3 times, and he felicitated me, and he initiated that program to all over the district. So we can learn program for those who are unable to speak few sentences. So for them, me as a resource person, I have given the training to the remaining teachers how to conduct for the low learners, how to conduct classes, how to train the slow learners, slowest learners, and how to make them speak a few words in English. So that's how it went on, and it's been so successful. Now, as I told you, actually it did not happen in a single day, and parents meeting, I used to conduct, even my HM also, we used to conduct continuous parents meetings, monthly, twice or thrice. So if they do not come to school, so we used to go there, and we used to on Sundays or at evening time after school hours, and we used to try to contact with the phone through phone calls, and we asked them if anybody is absent to the class, and also if anyone is not practicing, and also every day we assign some works to the children to practice only for fluency. Not the fluency, to make some sentences in English speaking. So every day we used to ask the parents Okay, just monitor and try to encourage the children. So that's what that happened, and even attendance also that improved a lot. Even now it would be around 250, 240 attendance presently that's going on now. So previously 70, 75, that was the highest. Now it has increased to 200 plus 240, 230 like this. That went on. Even in our area, that too tribal area particularly, so we don't have motorable roads and no way particular vehicles. So we actually many used to come to school by on foot. So that we had contact with some NRIs. We mobilized for taking the bicycles. So one NRI just presented 35 bicycles particularly for the girl children. So that happened, and also some contribute for digital classroom, and some people were actually those who are studying in the village, particularly degree, or those who completed and who are remaining there. So we took them as volunteers, okay, by paying some money, and that money was also contributed by some outsiders, some political people. We just mobilized such things. So that's how that happened. So there is a lot of transformation. We feel very happy. So those who are unable to come to school now, they are able to come now. They are coming to school. They are concentrating, and those who are unable to speak at least few words. So now they are able to speak, and they are coming onto the stage without fear. Particularly, they have got the clear awareness. So what's the use of language and what's the importance of the language? So that's how the things are happening. So now we people, particularly our school, the staff, entire staff, feel very very happy for that, and even our school is much recognized by the district. So that's how it happened. So my reflections as a teacher, so I learned so much of patience and resilience and empathy, and I try to innovate of the things which would be better to these particular children, okay, this level of children, particularly those parents, okay, for them what to do with that. Like that, we have contributed many things, and that's how we have done. Of course, we have achieved something better, something good for them, particularly because they are the government school children. So they don't know what they are, they don't know what their future will be. So that's why we have inculcated some of the things that what makes us very very happy. So this is what. So with this I conclude. These are my things.
Sir, good presentation. I appreciate your efforts, and you also appreciate your district collector for that. Hearty congratulations. Sir, you are also end-time member. You are also end-time member.
Yes, I have taken.
Please.
Okay.
Yes, few days back.
Sir, great. Welcome to the family of end-time
Thank you.
community.
Thank you so much.
Another, sir, as a teacher and as a you as a teacher, I as a teacher, and I in your presentation as an audience member. So we please stop thinking about that rural students and illiterate parents. Okay, government schools. This negative projection. Somewhere we need to change about that. Yes, whatever we got our school, it is a teacher responsibility. Whatever the available resources, best use of them and try to help. So nowadays, smartphone is available each and everyone. 95% everybody, even in the rural deep, okay, the tribal, in the deep in the forest, they are getting. So mobile technology can be used like that, and whatever your efforts are very appreciable, good. Okay, and thank you from my side. Anyone wants to ask anything?
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
No, I have.
Yes.
Just observation after.
Sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
I'm just curious to know that is how do you generate fluency that is mentioned that the children they perform skits and role plays. So are they performing by rote or are they doing it on the spur of the moment? Because I
On
on the spur.
No, no. In the beginning, it was not possible in the spot.
Okay, yeah.
So some regular scenarios that I have given them. So how we have to.
So
So
giving
they
them structures.
yes, structures, what to speak, how to speak. Even they make mistakes, no problem. But I gave some model things, model conversation, model speeches, small speeches, in few words.
Yeah.
So continuously after many months.
Sir, please to interrupt to try to understand me. These discussions, clarifications can take place in tea breaks, lunch breaks, another time. So they are running after time. Please, may I invite the next speaker, please?
Thank you.